Okay, so warming up, I'd like you to stand with your feet together, knees together, everything squeeze it together. The lower belly lifts in and up, and the tailbone drops down. Interlace the fingers, turn them inside out, reach the palms up to the ceiling. So as we go, everyone works at different levels. If you want to work a little bit more slowly, watch Sue. She'll be doing the modifications. On the inhale, reach the palms up to the ceiling, and on the exhale, over to the right, just 2 inches at first. Inhale, reach up some more, and exhale over to the right. Inhale, reach, get taller. Exhale, stretch over. Now keep those legs squeezing together. Breathe. And then inhale it all the way up. Again, press the palms to the ceiling, heels into the floor. On the inhale, reach up and over to the left. So at your own pace, as you go up and to the left, I'd like you to locate your left ribs and move them forward, opening the chest up to the ceiling. Breathe. Inhale it all the way back up. Last breath, really stretch it up. And exhale all the way down. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Now if you want to, you can place your hands onto your hips for a little bitty back bend here. The important thing is to crawl up out of the lower back and make it more that the upper back is doing the curving. So chest opens to the ceiling. Big inhale, and then exhale with the fingers interlaced, fold all the way forward. The hands move forward, and then exhale, press them down towards the floor, head and neck relax. Now if you'd like to here, you can open up your feet a couple of inches, let the knees bend slightly. Breathing. Release the hands all the way down to the floor and step back to what we call the downward facing dog position. This is one of the fundamental yoga poses and we do it a lot. So first couple times, play it easy. If you'd like to, you can bend your knees like Sue, keeping the hips up and back away from the hands. Deep breaths. And walk the feet up to your hands, clasp your elbows, and just dangle here. Move the muscles of your face around, move your jaw around. Breathe, and try not to force yourself down. See if you can just relax and hang out. Deep inhale. And then as you exhale, place the hands onto the floor and again, step back to that downward facing dog position. Check your hands, make sure that they are shoulder width apart. The middle fingers point forward, the fingers are spread wide. Breathing here. Deep breath in. And then as you exhale, walk the feet up to your hands and come to a flat back, reaching towards the floor. Exhale, fold forward deeply. Arms out to your sides, coming all the way up. Pull the belly in. And exhale, the hands come to your chest. We call this Namaste. Sweep the arms up, inhaling. Watch the palms come together. And as you exhale, hinging forward from the hips, the legs are straight or the knees are slightly bent. Inhale up, halfway, pull your chest forward, shrug the shoulders back. Exhaling, fold forward deeply. Keep the legs strong as you come all the way up. Pull the belly in now. And exhale, the hands come to Namaste. And again, lots of breathing. Big inhale. And then exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale to a flat back. So take the bump out of your back. Exhale, fold forward deeply. Again, strong legs as you come all the way up. Energy in the fingertips. Deep breath in. And exhale, the hands come to namaste. Again, inhaling. So this should feel good. Exhale, fold. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold forward deeply. Strong legs, inhaling all the way up. Pull the belly in. And exhale, the hands come to namaste at your chest. Take a few deep breaths here. Okay, so now that we're warm, we're going to start our first set of standing poses. On the inhale, sweep the arms up. Watch the palms come together. And exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips all the way down. Place the hands onto the floor and again, step back to that downward facing dog position. Check your hands again, making sure those middle fingers point forward. I'd like you to find the place where the thumb and index finger meet the hand. Mush that spot into the floor, like with that part of your hand, push the floor away, making straight, strong arms. Inhale, the right foot up to the ceiling. Now it's okay to let the hip open here if you want to. Just make sure you stay nice and long in the lower back. And one fell swoop, the right foot, swing it up to your hands. The left heel spins in towards the midline and come all the way up to Warrior Two. Check your feet. Make sure that your left toes are in at a 45-degree angle. The right toes are pointing forward. If your right knee is doing this kind of thing, like if it flops in, why don't you just grab it and just move it so that it's straight, kind of flop it out. Pull the belly in, reach out over the leg, bend at the right elbow, right forearm comes to the right knee, left fingertips straight up to the ceiling. Sink the hips a little deeper and then scrape those fingertips along the ceiling, palm faces up. Breathe. This part should feel good, so kind of wiggle the fingers around, breathe into it. This feeling good? Yeah, okay, good. Left hand, reach it all the way back behind you, catch the inside of the right thigh or whatever you can catch. And chest opens to the ceiling. So again, keep watching Sue if this is already a lot of work. If you want more, go ahead and take the right hand, bring it to the floor on the inside of the right foot. Chest opens to the ceiling. Keep pressing the outside of your left foot into the floor. Pull the belly in and chest opens. Breathe. And slowly untangle yourself. Make your way back to that downward facing dog position. Just check your hands on the way back. Again, strong arms, push the floor away from you, and then left foot up to the ceiling. So the more you push the floor away from you, the more up there the foot will go. Breathing, and then one fell swoop, the left foot, swing it up to your hands. The right heel spins in towards the midline, and again, come back up to Warrior Two. Again, strong right leg, sink the hips a little bit deeper. Reach out over the front knee, bend the forearm. Forearm comes to the knee, and fingertips to the ceiling. Sink the hips, pull the belly in as you scrape the fingertips along the ceiling. Again, move it around here. This part should feel good. Wrap those fingertips all the way back behind you. Catch the inside of the thigh. Chest opens to the ceiling. Breathing. And again, if you want more, go ahead, place the hand to the floor on the inside of the left foot. But really keep working the chest to the ceiling. Use the back of the left arm to press the knee to the left, or use the forearm to press the left knee to the left, keeping that left knee straight, Last breath. And then uncurl yourself. Make your way back to downward facing dog. So it's okay if you have bent knees here in downward facing dog. Wherever you are, I want you to begin to work the heels to the floor. So as you press your right heel down, keep lifting up with the hips and then switching sides at your own pace. Keep working the hands into the floor and opening up the backs of the legs at your own pace, switching sides. Breathing. Okay, so here we are in downward facing dog, working the heels down to the floor one at a time. On the inhale, right foot up to the ceiling. So the right foot, reach it up, left heel, press it down. And then one fell swoop, right foot, swing it up to the hand, catch the high lunge. So to catch a high lunge, you want to make sure that you're balanced on your left toes. Press the heel back away from you, making the legs straight. Press the hips down to the floor. Check your right knee and foot. See, if the knee is going past the foot, just grab onto the foot, give it a little scoocha forward so that the foot is directly below the knee. Breathe here. Go ahead and release the left knee down to the floor. Uncurl the left toes, coming into the low lunge. I'd like you to make sure that that left hip muscle is really strong. Go ahead and bring both hands onto the right knee. Pull the belly in, drop the tailbone down, lift the chest up, press the knee away from you, and shrug the shoulders down. So I encourage you to hold it here. You can watch Sue. Or if you're feeling really adventurous, inhale, the arms come up, really flexible like Lauren. On the inhale, reach up, get tall. Exhale, sink the hips down. Inhale, reaching up, really getting tall. Keep sinking the hips. And inhale. As you exhale, the left forearm comes to the inside of the left knee. Right hand comes to the back of the right leg. And twisting to the left. Breathing. Keep the belly in and strong. Inhale. And then as you exhale, slowly untangle. Make your way to the downward facing dog position. So again, check the hands, make sure you got them. We've already worked out the back of the legs, so the heels should be pressing down into the floor. Wiggle the toes. Breathing again, and inhale the left foot up to the ceiling. So this is the last side. Wiggle the toes of the left foot. Breathe into those left ribs. Try to create more space in the ribs. This part should feel good. One fell swoop, left foot, swing it up to your hands. Again, catching that high lunge. The hips press down. Make sure the foot is directly below the knee, and breathe. So these lunges are really good if you do any jogging or stepping. Go ahead and release that right knee to the floor. Uncurl the right toes. Low lunge. Breathe. Again, make that right hip muscle really strong. Place both hands onto the left knee. The belly pulls in. Tailbone drops down. Chest lifts. Shrug the shoulders back, pressing the knee away from you. Again, everyone works at their own pace in yoga. You don't want to feel any pressure to do more than you're ready to do. But if you want to, big leap of faith, inhale, the arms come up. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sink the hips. Last breath, inhale, reach it up. Exhale, sink. And then the left hand comes down to the inside of the left knee, right hand to the back of the right leg, twisting to the right. Pull your belly in, chest is lifting, shrug the shoulders down. Breathing. Okay, big inhale. And then as you exhale, slowly, and you want to come out of almost all stretches really slowly, make your way back to downward facing dog. So again, with the hands, push the floor away from you. Work those heels down. Deep breaths here. And then release the knees to the floor, hips to the heels. Stretch the arms forward. Release your head to the floor in child's pose and take a rest. Okay, slowly roll up out of child's pose. Come all the way onto your bellies facing front. Check and make sure that your hands are directly below your shoulders with the middle fingers pointing forward. Pull the belly in, move the tailbone down, and inhale the whole body up. Hug the elbows in, shrug the shoulders down, breathing here. And slowly release it down, forehead comes to the floor. And again, tuck that belly in, the tailbone down, and inhale, everything comes up. So not just up, but out, like try to get longer. So wiggle the toes, reach out through the top of your head, hug the elbows in and shrug the shoulders down and breathe. This back strengthening work is really good for you. It prevents injury. Okay, last breath up. And exhale it all the way down. So we're going to add some flexibility work here to the back. If you want to, just play it real easy like Sue. Okay, so we're going to start the same way. Pull the belly in, tuck the tailbone down. Inhale, everything comes up again. First, no hands. So I want you to feel the curve that you are now between your head and your toes. You're going to keep this curve and then just gently add the arms, rocking it back. Legs down, upper body comes up. So keep those elbows bent, hug them into the body, shrug the shoulders down, and breathe. This is called the Cobra. Keep that belly in and strong, chest lifting up, and slowly lower it down. So this back flexibility work is really good because all day long we're hunched over. We're hunched over a desk or a steering wheel. We bend forward to pick something up, which is why when we get older, people hunch over. So doing this back bending work will help undo all that. It's really good for you. Okay, so last one, pull the belly in, tailbone down, and again, inhale everything up again. First, no hands, breathe, and then just gently add the arms. Rock it back, legs down, upper body up. Strengthen your legs. Pull the belly in. Hug the elbows into you. Make sure they're bent. Shrug the shoulders down. And now what you want to do is crawl up out of the lower back and make more upper back doing the curving. But if it's comfortable, you can go ahead and look up. Breathing. And exhale it all the way down. Come back onto your hands and knees. Curl the toes under and come into that downward facing dog pose again. So with the hands, really push the floor away. And now I'd like you to walk the legs wide. Have the toes pointing forward. Again, push the floor away with your hands to make the hips go up and back. Take the right hand, bring it to the floor directly below your face. The left hand swoops all the way up to the ceiling, torso rotates up, and if it's comfortable, look up at the hand. Breathing. Okay, left hand, release it down to the floor. And the right hand opens up to the ceiling. Strong legs, pull the belly in, breathe. This twisting stuff should feel good after that back work. So release that right hand down to the floor. We're gonna do it one more time. Left hand opens up to the ceiling. So the idea is stretch the hands away from each other. Last breath in, and as you exhale, release it down to the floor, and the right hand opens up. So with the left hand, push the floor away. Right hand, really reach it up to the ceiling. Last breath, like reach and twist. Exhale, release the hand all the way down to the floor. Walk the hands forward so you're in that wide leg, downward facing dog pose again. Breathing, really get it into the hips. Keep the upper body as it is and walk the legs back to the downward facing dog pose for the last time. So this being the last one, get it all in now. Any last little bit of stretching, moving, breathing you want to do here in downward dog, this is it. Ooh, feels good. Last breath in, and then exhale, release the knees onto the floor. Come onto your hands and knees and rest here. Breathing. So here in all fours, make sure that your hands are directly below your shoulders, middle fingers pointing forward. The knees are directly below the hips. Press down into the hands and knees, rounding the spine up. This should feel good after doing all that back bending. Okay, now I'd like you to do the opposite. Hips roll up, the chest stretches forward, and the shoulders shrug back behind your ears. Breathing here. Now pull the belly in, come into a neutral spine. Use those belly muscles to really keep you stable. As you inhale up, the right hand, left foot. Again, keep those hips squared and exhale it all the way down. Inhale up, the left hand, right foot. Again, don't let that hip take you way out of alignment. Hips are square, breathing, and exhale it down. And again, inhale it up. So not just up, but out. Try to get longer. This is the part that feels good. Exhale it all the way down. Breathe, inhale, and exhale. So this is already a lot of work. If you want to, you can add the push-up. The way it looks is this. Exhale it all the way down, keeping the elbows in, body is flat. Come all the way back up, and inhale, and exhale, all the way down into the push-up. Again, keep the elbows hugged, shoulders shrugged away from your ears. Come back up, and inhale it up, exhale it down. Into the push-up is optional. It's a lot of work. Inhale it back up, breathe, wiggle the fingers and toes, and exhaling it down, all the way down, shoulders away from the ears. Inhale it up. So wiggling the fingers and toes reminds you to breathe into them. Exhale it all the way down. Woo! I feel this in my arms. Back up, inhaling. Exhale it down. Breathing and stretch. And exhale all the way down into child's pose. Hands back by the feet. Forehead to the floor. 2 deep breaths. Slowly roll up, come up to sitting, and stretch both legs out in front of you. Yeah. Okay, so I'd like you to roll the feet in, roll the legs in. The feet flex, so toes towards your head, especially the pinky toes towards your head. Press the backs of the knees down into the floor. The hands come behind your hips, lifting the chest up. The spine is long and tall. Breathing here. Now, if it's easy for you to reach around and grab your feet or the tops of your legs, keeping the spine long, then I'd like you to do that. If doing that makes you sort of bubble the spine over like this, just keep your hands back by your hips like Sue is doing. And fold forward all the way down. Breathing on the exhales, try to release into it. And slowly roll up. Keep that right leg stretched out in front of you. Take the left foot, bring it to the inside of the right thigh. Square your hips over the leg. Inhale, the arms come up. And exhale, fold forward. So as you fold forward, I don't care if you grab onto the foot or the top of the leg or wherever you get to. Doesn't matter how far down you go. Keep that leg working, the foot flexing. Breathe and try to make it feel good. And slowly roll up. And go ahead and switch sides. Stretch that left leg out in front of you, right foot to the inside of the thigh. Good. And again, hips square them over the leg. Inhale, the arms come up. And as you exhale, fold forward. Take your time. No rush. So I'd like you to locate your right ribs, move them down towards the knee, really coming into a twist. So this engages the outside of the thigh muscles, which is good if you do walking uphill or stepping or anything like that. Last deep breath in. Good, and then slowly roll it up. Bring the soles of your feet together. The knees are wide. Inhale, lift in the chest. And exhale, fold forward again gently. Everyone works at their own pace. So these stretches may seem familiar to you. That's because a lot of sports have used yoga poses in them. The difference with yoga is that we emphasize the breathing. So as you go, on the exhales, try to relax into it. Don't yank on anything. Try to make it feel good and breathe. Slowly roll up. So is everyone ready to relax now? Bring the knees together and scooch up to the front of your mat. Slowly roll all the way onto your backs. Let the knees open, the bottoms of the feet touch each other. Interlace your fingers, turn them inside out, reach the palms up above your head, stretching it out. Try to create more space in between your ribs. Breathing. Keep the legs as they are. Bring the palms all the way onto your belly. Shrug the shoulders down and try to just relax here. So this is not a stretch. This is a relaxation pose. On the exhales, let go more. Hug both knees into the chest. Rock them around a little. Do what feels good to you. Stretch the right leg flat on the floor. The left knee tips all the way across the body into an easy twist. So we already did a rigorous twist. I'd like you to do an easy twist this time. This one should feel good. So move the hands and feet, legs around. Just kind of scooch everything around until it feels good to you. Breathing. And then slowly switching sides. Hug both knees into the chest. And go ahead and switch sides. Right knee all the way to the left side. Breathe. And then hug both knees into the chest. Rock them around. Stretch both legs so that they're flat on the floor. The arms come out to the sides with the palms facing up. Shrug the shoulders so that they're down away from the ears. The eyes are closed. Move the muscles of your face around. Move your jaw around. Let the fingers relax and curl up. Feet and legs are so relaxed that they just kind of flop open. So stage one is to get yourself comfortable. Stage two, see if you can settle into it and then be busy relaxing. On the exhales, let go more. So the idea is exhale, relax. So I'd like you to feel how relaxed you are now and slowly roll over to your right side. Take a deep breath here. So stay relaxed as you slowly make your way to a seated, comfortable cross legs or lotus position. So I'd like you to sit up tall as you can, but be relaxed about it. Let the eyes close. Again, exhale, relax. I'd like you to feel how relaxed you are now and promise yourself that you will keep this relaxation with you. You've done a good job. Open your eyes, and at the end of every yoga class we say Namaste, which means that the light within me salutes the light within you. Namaste.